No, Jordan Ayew is not going to Real Madrid. But it was fun to see your responses in the community tab when I posted that picture of Jordan Ayew in a Real Madrid jersey. In other words, who says why not? It is a possibility as a backup striker for Los Blancos. But the real story is that Jordan Leicester City have made a bid for the Crystal Palace man. We'll look at that bid, what it involves, and everything in between. We'll also talk about Nico Williams, who recently won the Euros with Spain. Derek Boateng has revealed the reason why we missed out on Nico Williams. We'll look at that story and what we can learn from it, and also talk about Majid Ashimeru, who has made an injury return, and he played a very good performance for his club side, Anderlecht. We'll have a look at all that today. But as usual, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click on that notification bell to get more updates. We'll jump right into it. And first, talk about Jordan Ayew. Yes, I posted it on the community tab of Jordan in a Real Madrid jersey. But the real story is that Jordan, Crystal Palace have received a bid from Leicester City for the Ghana Black Stars forward. Leicester City submitted an official offer to Crystal Palace for Ghanaian striker Jordan Ayew. Now, reports from the UK media suggest that the Foxes have submitted an undisclosed offer for the 32-year-old. The report also indicates that Jordan is a dream signing for Leicester's new coach, Steve Cooper. Now, Jordan worked with Cooper during his 2-year spell at Swansea City. The Ghanaian has 1 year left on his contract at Crystal Palace, with his future currently uncertain. He's entering his 6th season with Palace since joining the Eagles in 2019. He has a total of 23 goals and 22 assists in 211 appearances since his Premier League debut. And now, Jordan is currently with the team in preseason tour in the USA. They will face Wolves and West Ham United during their USA tour before playing Nantes in their final preseason game. The season starts just next month, and tomorrow is the end of the month of July. It has really flown by, and reports are that Jordan is a person of interest for Leicester City. Leicester City just got back into the Premier League, and they are looking to reinforce the artillery for the upcoming season. With the wealth of experience Jordan has in the Premier League, the highest goal-scoring Ghanaian in the English Premier League historically, Jordan has shown some longevity in the Premier League, and it's an experience that Leicester City could do with. Will he join them? Will he be swayed? Will he join Abdul Fattah Wissaku and his Nigerian compatriots? We'll see what unfolds in the transfer window. But it's not Real Madrid. It's Leicester City that have made an official bid for Crystal Palace man Jordan Ayew, who has been on and off since the introduction of their new coach last season. He's not been much involved, especially following the retirement of Roy Hodgson. But would a move out of Crystal Palace be good for him? Or should he stay with them for at least a season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. My next story has to do with Nico Williams. Now, according to Derek Boateng, Spain were the ones who blocked Nico Williams joining the Ghana Black Stars. And there we go again, some of you might say, trying to look at why we are so keen on looking for players who have been developed by other national teams. And it's something I've spoken about. I am not a fan of that, but that's the situation we find ourselves in. We find ourselves in a situation where there is very little development progress being made in this country in order to nurture talents by ourselves. Most of the players are either nurtured elsewhere, or probably they go look for better opportunities elsewhere. Because to be truthful with you, it's not easy here. It's not at all, and it's currently the situation with Nico Williams, who, according to Derek Boateng, Spain blocked. The truth is that Spain could not afford to lose a prospect like Nico Williams. After losing Iñaki Williams, the Ghana Black Stars, it looked more likely that Nico would follow. But they did a needful. Nico Williams was born to Ghanaian parents, one of the players the Ghana Football Association had pursued to convince him to play for the national team. Now, although the 21-year-old chose to play for the Spanish national team, his older brother Iñaki chose to represent Ghana. However, Derek Boateng, who played for Getafe in Spanish La Liga, opined that the Spanish Football Federation was more intentional about Nico Williams, thus blocking his chances of playing for the Black Stars. Now, according to him, the FA has continuously failed in its bid to get players to switch nationalities. Well, not continuously. Patrick Pfeiffer recently completed his switch to the national team. It's something which came up as a shock to us because we all thought he had finished the switch, and it's interesting that he's now finishing it, and the FA could have easily told us that his switch is not done. That is why you are not seeing him being called up, especially with all his amazing performances. Now, how can we lose the players like Kobe Mainu, Jeremy Doku, Jeremy Frimpong, and Nico Williams? Probably because we did not help in their development. So the countries that helped in their development deserve their service. Is that not an answer? And now Iñaki is playing for us, but why couldn't we get Nico? Are we only veering towards that conversation because Nico won the Euros and was amazing? If Nico was not performing so well, would we still have mentioned this? Well, they say success has a lot of friends, and it's only logical that this conversation will pop up now. Because he's a good and talented, Spain blocked his chances of playing for Ghana, Boateng said in an interview. We must do a lot more, and we shouldn't wait until they are grown up and playing before we start talking about them. Their parents would not even allow it because we were not there from the beginning. So why now? So yeah, I'm sure he's answered himself in that statement there. Jeremy Doku mentioned this when he was a younger player. They didn't count for him. So why would he betray those who, quote unquote, betray those who looked after him when he was a nobody, more or less? My final story has to do with Majid Ashimeru. A performance for Anderlecht in the league game return, and it's the video rolling on your screen right now. He missed Anderlecht's final 3 games last season due to injury. He's back and sharp as ever as he started his first league game against St. Truding. So the league has started in Belgium. The midfielder made his first appearance of the season in the match against St. Truding. Majid Ashimu played a significant portion of the game before being substituted in the second half. He made crucial tackles and delivered precise passes that helped the team create dangerous opportunities. Prior to the start of the season, Ashimeru expressed his gratitude to the club after extending his contract for an additional 2 years. The Belgian Pro League Giants announced that his contract will now run until 2027. So great news for Majid Ashimeru. Great to have him back. We'll see him probably in August, when September, first week of September, when Ghana takes center stage in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers versus Angola. So that has been it for today. Jordan Ayew to Leicester City, Majid Ashimeru back in action, and also Nico Williams. Why probably we missed out on him. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great week.